And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
Well, look at this beautiful bird. The great blue heron was spotted by Larry Marr on Prospect Lake yesterday. So a little bit of the water melted in the center was attracting this beautiful bird there. And it was still cold. We still had the snow on the side of the lake. But today we're going to start to see a lot of snow melt. So temperatures right now, below freezing for some, like Pueblo at 26, but warming up for others. It's 39 in Canyon City and 40 in the Springs. And as the sun warms us up today, you'll probably be shedding some layers. This morning, if you're going to the 5K run, it starts at 10 in downtown Colorado Springs. You'll probably need some light layers at least to warm up, but throughout the run, temperatures will climb and your body temperature will increase, of course. Then by parade time at noon, we'll be at 50, 55 by around 2 o'clock today. So a beautiful afternoon's in store. Yes, it will be chilly enough to have a sweater or a light jacket all day if you're not running in the race. 55 is our high today in the Springs, 56 for Pueblo. It's about 2 degrees above average for this time of year. So we're back to where we should be in middle March. Now by tonight, we're dropping to the teens and 20s. Very similar start to this morning. By tomorrow afternoon, we're rising to the 40s and 50s in our mountain valleys, and then mostly 50s and 60s into the plains, to 61 in the Springs and 64 in Pueblo tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a bit breezy, also quite dry, not breezy or dry enough to kick off any red flag warnings. But there is some unsettled weather headed to the mountains come Sunday night. This is probably by the time you're already headed home from a ski trip this weekend, so not looking at huge travel impacts there as long as you get home before Sunday night. That will linger into Monday morning, but stay in the mountains. Next chance we see of seeing some precipitation and action here for I-25 will be on Wednesday. By Wednesday afternoon and evening, starting as rain here in the Pikes Peak region and I-25, likely to stay as rain in the eastern plains throughout this event, but transitioning to a heavy wet snow on Thursday morning, generally for the Pikes Peak region, Fremont County, the mountains of course, and portions of I-25. So that's the next active system we have in place. Meanwhile, we've got beautiful weather until then. For Wednesday's system, main headlines I want you to note is we'll have rain for the evening commute Wednesday. That will transition to snow overnight with a very high water content. So a good drink of moisture from this next storm. That transitions to snowfall by Thursday. Pueblo, 50s and 60s for the next 5 days. The coolest day will be a 48 on Thursday. I see you briefly transitioning between rain and snow during this event. Canyon City, 50s and 60s for the next 5 days. Then I do see you transitioning to snowfall, but it's going to be wet and slushy and it's going to melt on the roads very easily. And finally for Woodland Park, you'll likely be transitioning to snow almost immediately with Wednesday's storm. Stacking up a couple inches is what we're looking at so far. Ashley.